Jeans are honestly one of the hardest pieces for women to find that fit well and actually look good. There are too many brands, too many cuts, too many washes, and most of the time it's confusing what to get, especially if you're a woman in leadership. You want to wear jeans to work, but you still need to look polished and clearly in charge the moment you walk into a room. The wrong jeans can make you look, too casual, dated, or even sloppy. But don't worry, in this video I'm going to show you the best jeans for work, the exact shapes that really elevated and where to buy them. So when you wear jeans to the office, they don't signal, I'm support staff. They signal authority, ease, and leadership. Hi, my name is Basia Richard and I am a former celebrity stylist turned personal stylist, and for the past 15 years I've helped executives, directors, CEOs, and successful entrepreneurs walk into any room and immediately look like the woman in charge. And to help you get started, I created a free guide to help you build a polished, put together work wardrobe without defaulting to the usual black suits and gray dresses. So without further ado, let's get started. Finding jeans is one of the hardest things for many leaders, and there are a lot of reasons for that. Outside of wearing jeans, they still have to appear, polished every time they show up in front of their team. And obviously, they don't want to look too casual or out of place. So finding the right denim can feel tricky. Now, what shape should you choose? What color works best? And which silhouette is going to read elevated? All of that is what we are going to talk about in this video, because finding the right denim is actually not as hard as you might think. You just need to know what to look for and where to find it. So first, let's start with the jeans that you should definitely avoid, because they do not send the right signal when you walk in a room and can actually make you look more junior. So we're going to start with light ice wash denim. Now these jeans are very casual, and overall, the look of this wash is really dated and not polished. Any light color denim is usually not the best choice unless you work in an environment where, the dress code is extremely casual. This is not something I would suggest. And even then, I would still recommend staying away from this particular wash. Now, outside of not looking polished or modern, these jeans are, I would say like extremely casual overall, and in most cases not very flattering. Now the second one is probably very obvious, but I still want to mention it. Any type of like ribs or holes, this is just not appropriate denim for anyone in a professional setting. Whether you're a leader, an assistant, or anyone else at work, this is not denim I would ever suggest wearing. And honestly, it's probably something you wouldn't wear to work in the first place anyway, right? Now, the next one is denim that has a lot of stretch. So much stretch that it almost looks like leggings. And I get that these can feel, very comfortable. I understand why people like them, but they, look like leggings. And the last thing you want to wear to work is leggings. So when you're selecting denim, make sure to look at the fabric content. So if you see anything above, I would say like 3 to 4% elastane, the jeans are going to be extremely stretchy. The amount of stretch creates like the legging-like silhouette, which does not look polished, and it's not appropriate for the office setting. You should also avoid any denim with patterns. Again, this just reads very juvenile. There's nothing polished or put together about it. It just comes across very teenager rather than professional. So if you're a professional woman, this is something you want to completely stay away from. Any kind of patterns, any type of, I would say like embellishments or prints on denim are not going to send the right signal at work. So let's talk about which colors you should choose to always appear put together as a leader. Now, first things first, you want to go for that classic navy, almost like this indigo color. Very clean, very simple wash. This is going to be your best friend. So you can go a little bit lighter if you choose to, but we want to stay in that classic blue to dark navy range. The most important thing here is that you want to stay away from any fading. You want a clean, classic dark wash denim. The next option is black denim, and again, this is one of those, classic jeans that you can wear to the office and to more professional settings without worrying about looking too casual. Now, the next color you can choose is white, and this is perfect for like summertime, early spring, or early fall. And then if you go beyond those three colors, another option I personally suggest is dark gray. And this one can feel, a little bit more casual in a lot of settings, but if you choose a classic wash without any fading or distressing, it can still work really, really well. So let's talk about the best shapes you should invest in, and I'm going to give you 3 silhouettes that work for most body shapes. So whether you are a triangle, inverted triangle, rectangle, or hourglass body shape. The first one is boot cut, and as the name suggests, the silhouette is clean, classic shape with a slightly wider bottom that leaves space for boots. Now, that doesn't mean that you can only wear these jeans with boots. You can absolutely wear them with like heels, flats, and even sandals. Now, the next silhouette is straight jeans, and these are upgrade from the skinny jeans that I see in a lot of my clients' closet, and I usually recommend switching those out for like the straight leg denim. And this silhouette works really, really well for all body shapes. It goes straight from the waist all the way down, and again, it's perfect with like flats, boots, or heels. The last silhouette is wide leg jeans. This one can feel overwhelming if you're petite, because some of these shapes can visually overpower you and feel like they are wearing you. But if you're tall, mid-size, or plus size, this silhouette works beautifully for inverted triangle shapes, hourglass shapes, and even rounder body types. And if you're not exactly sure what your body shape is, I have this video you can watch after this, and then will help you identify it so you will know which silhouette works best for you. The last silhouette, which is harder to find but probably one of the best options for professional settings, is denim trousers. So this is what I usually recommend to my clients when they want to wear jeans to the office but still want to avoid looking too casual. Now, denim trousers are essentially jeans that are designed to look like trousers. They usually have that straight leg or like a wide leg silhouette, and a crease down from the front that mimics the traditional trousers. What I love about the silhouette is that a lot of the time you can't even tell you're wearing jeans because the shape gives such a professional feel. And when you style them with like a blazer, a blouse underneath, it creates a beautiful, polished, elevated look that works perfectly for any leader. So the big question is how to select the best jeans, and this is a tricky one because it really depends on what you like to wear. So you're going to find different types of denim. Some jeans are more like rigid, which is what I personally love to wear. Some have a little bit more stretch, which is what most of my clients absolutely love. And there are also jeans that instead of being just like a cotton and elastane blend, which includes other fabrics to give them, that softer feel. I usually suggest denim that's made mostly out of cotton with a small amount of elastane because that gives you a better fit. And these jeans, these types of jeans usually wash better, they last longer, especially if you take good care of them, and they are more comfortable because of the elastane. Now, like I mentioned before, you want to make sure that there isn't too much stretch in the jeans, because too much stretch will give you that legging look and feel, which is exactly what you want to avoid. So when you are shopping for jeans, every online store will list the fabric content, and this is where you want to make your decision, obviously, along with, choosing the right fit and the right color. So now the big question is, what are the best brands that carry jeans that are perfect for leaders to wear to the office or other professional settings? Now, my favorite brand is Paige, and there are a couple of reasons for that. Now, they carry great fitting denim in bootcut, straight leg, and wide leg styles. They also offer jeans for petite and tall women, and they have different rises, which is great if you have like a shorter torso or a longer torso. They are on a higher end when it comes to price, but you have to sort of look at this as an investment, right? Now, they are really well made. They come in beautiful colors, and they are one of those brands I recommend most often to my clients. Now, another brand I absolutely love is Veronica Beard. Now, I usually don't recommend jeans from brands that don't specialize in denim, but Veronica Beard is one of those exceptions. They make fantastic denim for professional women. You're going to find a lot of great silhouettes, fits, and styles, and their jeans tend to fit really, really well on most of my clients. A lot of their styles are also very office ready. The last brand I really like is Madewell. Their jeans are much more affordable, and they offer plus size, petite, tall, and curvy options. You're going to find many different styles, from like a bootcut to straight leg to wide leg, in classic navy, white, and black. And there is a lot of variety, which makes this brand a great option to find jeans that truly fit your particular body shape. So now you know how to find the right jeans for you if you're a leader and you want to wear jeans in a professional settings. If you want to learn more, I have a free elevated work style guide, and you're going to find it in a description below. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell to get notified when I post a new video, which is every Wednesday. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next week.